Madagascar hit by the plague. Madagascar is currently experiencing a deadly outbreak of the plague. Yeah, the plague. More than 30 people have died in Madagascar from the plague, with over 230 confirmed cases. The African island nation usually sees 400 cases of plague a year. This year, a majority of the cases are pneumonic plague, which targets the lungs and is transmitted through coughing. It's the deadliest form of plague and can cause death within 24 hours. The WHO has delivered more than 1 million doses of antibiotics to help combat the spread of the disease. 2 regions on the island nation have been hit particularly hard: eastern Madagascar and the center of the island in Antananarivo. Public gatherings have been banned in response to the outbreak. Officials have also put in place screening protocols at the country's main airport.
The Black Death is back. 2 counties in Arizona reported fleas in the area that have tested positive for plague, otherwise known as the Black Death, a disease that killed millions of people in Europe in the Middle Ages. Navajo County and Coconino County in Arizona have issued warnings about fleas testing positive for the plague bacteria Yersinia pestis. Fleas carrying the bacteria bite and infect rabbits and rodents. Household pets can also pick up the fleas. The bacteria can be transmitted to humans who handle the sick animals or directly through flea bites. The most common form of plague is the bubonic plague, which is when the bacteria enters the lymphatic system and cause infection in lymph nodes. The person can then become septicemic or pneumonic when the bacteria spread to the lungs. A person with pneumonic plague can transmit the disease to other humans via droplets in the air. Untreated plague can cause serious illness or death. Modern antibiotics are very effective in treating the disease, but only if you are treated in time. California chipmunks are carrying the plague. Visitors to California's Lake Tahoe are being warned to stay away from rodents after plague was detected in the area. Best known as the Black Death, which killed millions of Europeans in the 14th century, plague is still very much around in the United States today. California health officials say a flea taken from a chipmunk in the South Lake Tahoe area last month has tested positive for plague. Plague is naturally present in California. It is spread by rodents, including squirrels and chipmunks, and their fleas. Humans can contract the bacterial disease through close contact with an infected rodent or a flea bite. The disease can be fatal if not caught early and treated with antibiotics. Symptoms usually occur within 2 weeks of initial contact and include fever, nausea, weakness, and swollen lymph nodes. Plague is most commonly found in rural areas of the West, and an average of 7 human cases are reported each year. Warning signs have gone up near the Fallen Leaf Campground in South Lake Tahoe, where the plague-carrying flea was taken from. Visitors to the area are advised to cover up, wear insect repellent, and keep pets at home. 2 people were infected with plague in California last year after exposure to rodents in Yosemite Valley. Don't kiss your pet turtles, okay? Pet turtles are being blamed for causing an outbreak of human salmonella infections in 13 U.S. states. 37 people from 13 states have been infected with Salmonella agbeni that's been linked with pet turtles. According to the CDC, all turtles carry salmonella bacteria, even if they look healthy and clean. The bacteria can even end up in the water they swim in. Kissing the turtles or placing them near the mouth can contaminate humans with the bacteria. The FDA has banned selling and distributing turtles with shells less than 4 inches long as pets since 1975. The CDC also recommends that households with young children should not keep turtles or reptiles as pets. How safe is the air on planes? A new study reveals that the poor air quality on commercial planes could make frequent flyers sick. Bleed air systems have been widely used in commercial aircraft since the 1950s. When air is sucked into the engine compressor, a small portion of the compressed air is redirected through valves into the cabin air conditioning units, where it is cooled and mixed with recirculated cabin air. Air contamination takes place when the lubricant applied on the combustion parts of the engine heat up, and the chemicals leak through damaged seals into the compressor before entering the valves that send compressed air to the air conditioning units. The filters in the units are designed to remove bacteria, viruses, and dust. However, they cannot remove toxic chemicals. Constant exposure to such contaminated air may lead to aerotoxic syndrome, of which symptoms include runny nose, vomiting, severe headaches, and even memory loss. Despite the fact that most airlines and manufacturers insist aerotoxic syndrome is not an issue, Boeing changed its design for its 787 Dreamliner to one that does not include a bleed air system. The company claims the new system would help passengers arrive at their destinations fresher.